Hi guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Emmy from Emmy Evolving. If this is your first time joining me, thank you for finding me. If this is not your first time, thank you for coming back. So I'm going to be doing a reading, and when I asked what this reading was going to be about, I heard everything is about to change for your favor, right? So maybe things haven't really been going your way. That's okay. That's okay. This is what I've been finding myself telling myself lately. That's okay. Whether it's truly okay or not is probably still up for debate. Sorry, I've been gone for just a couple days. Had to take care of some stuff. But here's the thing that I've been noticing. Me staying or trying my best to stay in the most empowered mindset has really, really helped to um, shift a lot of the potentially horrendous, potentially extremely elevated negativity and turn it into something even more positive, right? So this is definitely something you have to keep in mind, because I feel like so many of us are going through a process right now. I hear process of reclamation. Oh, my heart is starting to flutter. Um, oh my gosh. My heart is starting to flutter, and I'm just going to pull cards. Oh my goodness. I'm just going to pull cards. I'm going to mind my business and pull these cards. I'm almost in a space of compliance. Michael says, "Are you going to comply today?" I'm almost in a space of compliance. Almost. I'm almost there. Okay. Here, let's get started. Okay. You guys ready? All right. Ooh, the chaos is going to dissipate, okay? Whatever this chaos is, it's something that's been bringing your attention to the things that you need to pay attention to, things that maybe you didn't want to pay attention to, but now you're forced to pay attention to. The moment you begin really taking stock of what's happening, that maybe it's simply a process to get you to the next part of your journey, the next part of your manifestation process, whatever it is, it feels like you're creating something, some type of opportunity that can really, really have the most beneficial effects on your life. But you have to allow this process to move forward in the way that it's intended. A lot of what this process will probably include is a sense of disappointment, a sense of failure, a sense of being lost, a sense of not knowing yourself. Notice how I keep using the frame sense of, okay? Just because it seems like it doesn't mean it actually is, right? Right, because almost doesn't count, remember? When it seems like it's like it's almost there, but that's so far removed from actually being there, okay? Whatever there is, it's definitely something that you have probably been wanting for a very long time. I feel like the negativity of the past maybe week or so is really helping you to um find your rebelliousness. And it's in that rebelliousness, and it's not rebelliousness as in like just go against everything. No, you have to know what you're rebelling against. It's this refusal to stay down, refusal to stay small, refusal to shrink away. Ooh, when this happens, ooh, I just got a notification. When this happens, When you get that rebelliousness and you direct it towards whatever it needs to be directed towards, you can then push past whatever barriers have been placed before you. And oftentimes it's us placing these barriers in front of ourselves, right? Oftentimes it's us who is thinking, the lowest of the low about ourselves and, all of that stuff. That's fine. You can think that for a little bit, but that's not your reality unless you choose to make that your reality. Love. So, um, it's really this sense of there's like this greater love that's happening, right? This love that you're allowing other people to witness. But then there's this love that's in the shadows. It's hidden away. You see the moon right there, it's hidden away. It's packaged up and hidden away. And for me, I like to package things up nice and snug if it's something that's really important to me, right? It is not unheard of. I remember one time I went to go visit my brother, and he was sitting beside my purse, and I needed something from my purse, which it's a fairly large purse when I travel. And he picks it up and he's like, "Oh my God, what do you have in here? Rocks?" So sometimes what I do when I carry crystals around, like upwards of 5 or 10 considerable size crystals, I'll go ahead and I'll wrap each one in bubble wrap, taking care to put extra insulation at the tip if it's a tower. And then I'll go ahead and I'll stick that in its bubble wrap inside tube socks. Don't judge me. I do this. I don't care if you know. So each one will be in their bubble wrap within their tube sock. And then I'll stick them in a secondary canvas bag inside my purse because they need to be buttoned up tight. If they don't move around, then they don't clink each other and they don't get damaged. So that's what I do. And as I put it, don't judge me. And when I put it in the canvas bag, I go ahead and I take another tube sock. I mean, tube socks that go basically up to my thighs. They go beyond my knees. I'm not very tall, so whatever. That's beyond the point. And then I'll take that final tube sock and I will wrap it around the canvas bag because that's how we keep the baby safe. You know what I'm saying? So it's this thing of multiple layers, multiple containment, multiple, multiple, multiple. But there is this love that is just, I don't know, it's something that you don't want to admit to yourself, I guess. It reminds me of Pablo Neruda, Sonnet 17. Um, Loving you as certain dark things are to be loved between the shadow and the soul, right? This thing of loving between the shadow and the soul, keeping it kind of self-contained. So there's this maybe desire to be invisible, this desire for others to not see you in your process as you're getting ready to enter into your proper environment. I think, excuse me, the sense that I get is that everyone already knows. Everyone has already witnessed this from you, and it's kind of just like you're the only one that doesn't quite get the gravity of you and the process that you're in yet, right? It's just you that's not quite wanting to grasp it. I feel something shifting right now. And the shifting that I'm feeling it's this sense of you letting go of your death grip on something that life is about to change. It's about to change in the most beautiful of ways. You have to allow this change to occur because if you don't, it's going to change anyways. And you're going to be upset with the fact that you feel as though you have no control. Control is an illusion. It is this perception of being able to dominate things that you don't have the authority to dominate. I say this as someone who has had many, many years of struggles with self control, with controlling my environment and controlling other people. And I realized after I began the very arduous process of self healing, which I still have a long way to go, I began to realize a lot of my desire to control my external environment comes from this internal awareness of the chaos inside me, right? For many of you, part of the reason why I resonate so deeply with you is because of the fact that our chaos, what did I say? Our chaos, right? Our chaos has resonance. I said our chaos, I did, right? I don't know. I think Michael's messing with me. I didn't say our Kai, I said our chaos. All right. So there's some dishonesty going on, right? There's some dishonesty. Again, it ties into kind of this like refusal to believe, this refusal to admit, refusal to accept something that's been packaged up nice and neat. And it's been packaged up nice and neat because it's something that is very, very, very important to you. I don't know what it is. It might be some type of hope. It might be some type of dream of achieving something, maybe. I'm not sure. Hmm. Mm. So there's this sense of like dishonesty about where you belong. So if you're made of shadow, which is not necessarily an evil thing, if you belong to the house of night and you're attempting to exist in the daylight, I mean, that's going to be very, very uncomfortable for you. And if you're someone made of light and you're trying so hard to hide away in the darkness, that's going to continuously feel like some type of failure, right? People are still going to witness you as you are, regardless of whether or not you're able to see that. So everything is about to change for your favor. I think for many of us, we're going to be repositioned in our lives in the way we were meant to be in our lives, right? You're not going to be perched precariously on the ledge if you are not intended to be something that sits on the ledge. I saw this video recently. I saw this video recently, and this girl figured out why the ice cube tray is designed the way it is because you're supposed to place it on the, I don't know if you guys saw it. I saw it on TikTok. You're supposed to place it on the fridge door shelf, the freezer shelf, the door. I don't know about that. The way some people in my family close the fridge door, that would spill everywhere. It's about understanding where you belong, though. So as long as you're in the freezer, if you're trying to make ice cubes, it's going to become ice cubes if you give it enough time. If you give it level space to do what it does, which is basically just sit in the environment it needs to sit in to become what you want it to be, then it will be what you want it to be. However, if you go to the containers store and I cannot go in the containers store. I would be in there for hours and I would buy everything because I love to organize. As you can tell by the way my cards are situated, they must be organized in a specific manner or it's just not gonna work. Um, if you were to go into the container store and buy specialized containers to create specialized ice cubes, that's beautiful and everything. Trust me, I love that. But if you stick it in the fridge versus the freezer, um, it's not gonna be ice, it's gonna be cold water. Chris says, "Damn, how many cards you need?" You know? That's not even all my cards. Those are just the ones that I have a tendency to pick. I need as many as I need with no apologies and no explanations as to why I need them, right? And if you can live your life with that sense of your needs are your own and you don't need to necessarily explain it because you will be the one fulfilling your needs, then there you go. There you go. You begin to live with far less shame and guilt and any of that. Now, they are a fat stack, okay? um, and it's not to say that people are trying to shame you per se. It is to say that sometimes even the most benign type of comment, when we are in a space of self shame already, that will be the trigger, the impetus for us to go fully into that self shaming. It is not other people's job to coddle your insecurities. It just isn't. It isn't other people's job to make sure that you're in a good space. Now, people who do that, who go out of their way to make sure that you are in fact in a good space and, they're trying to make sure that they add to that goodness and that happiness. Those are the people you consider your friends. Not everyone has to be your friend. Everything is about to change for your favor. And if you can go ahead and get this very, very straight within your thoughts, your perception of the way you fit into your life, things will change so powerfully for you. I feel someone tugging. I feel a tugging going on. And this tugging, if you're going to be tugging me like this energetically, you better buy me food first. I almost spit out my coffee. I'm just saying, don't be tugging me unless you're going to feed me. You better feed me. I like to eat a lot. You know what I had this? Okay, stop. Focus. 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 Strength. Strength in reverse. This is telling me that you're not understanding the truth of your power, right? And how your power can work for you in your life. A lot of the erroneous things that we do involve trying to simulate, emulate other people's power and the way their power is expressed in their life. Now, if you're going to do that, then that means you are making a decision to be a lesser reflection of another person. Do you know how much effort that takes for someone to pretend to be someone else? Right? It takes zero effort for me to be myself. Zero effort. So start being yourself at this point. Start allowing yourself to just be who you are, as authentic as possible. If the environment that you're in is not allowing you to be who you are, then honey, you're in the wrong environment. It's time to exit that environment and enter into an environment that, can definitely be what you want and need it to be. Um, a lot of what's going to happen right now is the correction, the bringing together. Wait. There was a word that I came across. Mm. So it wasn't convergence, it was convergent. Tending to move towards one point or to approach each other, converging, convergent lines, a tropical cyclone characterized by convergent airflow. Ooh, sorry for my sounds. See what I'm saying? It's the chaos. The chaos is bringing things back together. It's bringing things back together. Okay. Hmm. Ooh. Convergent is the largest privately held security integrator. Mm. To achieve this goal, we utilize a defined program management process to partner with our customers to help them achieve their overall business objectives. Okay. Okay. Let's see what else it has to say. A global organization that designs, installs, and services integrated technology systems for building facilities. Okay. Okay. Ooh. Convergent Social Responsibility Day. Convergent teams provide assistance at various organizations such as homeless shelters, food banks, public parks, and flood recovery. Okay, stop. Stop digging, girlfriend. There is something with that. There is definitely something with that. Hold on. There's one more thing. Ooh, I love it when so if you look up here, right? It looks kind of like a maple leaf. In the spiritual realm, the maple branches are believed to have been used by witches to acquire more strength, and it gives them imminent power. Excuse me. It symbolizes balance, offering practical magic, promise, longevity, generosity, and intelligence. It encourages us to tap into the hidden wisdom of our dreams and nightmares. Anxiety and fear may be causing sleepless nights that seem beyond our control. That's you probably processing a lot. It enhances intellectual pursuits, acquiring knowledge and communication. What? Maple is feminine in nature, associated with the moon and Jupiter and the elemental energies of water. It reveals options regarding the seen and unseen, and it broadens your intellect. Ew. This tree was believed to repel demons and evil spirits. I'm gonna get a paddle made of maple, is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna get a paddle made of maple wood. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take the bark, the bark of maple. I'm gonna take very thinly sliced maple layers and I'm gonna weave that into a whip. And I'm gonna whip the evil out of people. I'm just saying, okay, let me quit messing around. But there, that maple leaf. So you have this chaos and a cyclone. This swirling together. Hold on. How is a cyclone formed? It's a cluster of thunderstorms that develop over warm tropical oceans. I'm so tropical. If that cluster persists in an area of low pressure, it can start rotating. If the conditions are just right, the cluster of thunderstorms can grow in size and sustain itself and then develop into a tropical cyclone. All right. So There are 6 main requirements for tropical cyclogenesis. I like the word. What? Oh, hold on. This. Ooh. Okay. I got the message. Let's see. Let me just. Where is the picture? All right. We're going to save this image. Pages. Give me the file. Stop being that way. Just give me the damn file. Stop playing. I just want to show them the picture. Gosh, I'm not going to try and monetize it or anything. Just give me the picture. Here we go. This right here. This is the direction of movement. Everything that you are creating requires passion, passionate emotion, elevations in your emotion. So the environment enters into your field, which then begins to mix with your core code, which then will circulate. Notice how it's like a toroidal field. And then it will go ahead and get pushed out projection. It's a type of projection. But this form of projection requires two, the masculine and the feminine. So the feminine is about creation and the masculine is about projection, right? If you look at our genitalia, the feminine genitalia, the female genitals are internal, the masculine genitals are external. Both genitalia pair together in order to create, to birth. And this is kind of what's happening. This right here is a prime example of what is happening. And it's your environment that will continue to be swirled around and utilized to enter into your core perception of who you are. What you perceive on the internal will be projected out externally, and then it will affect the environment with which will again be pulled internally to further amplify whatever you're already perceiving. And that amplification of your perception will externalize, and the cycle will continue and continue and continue until you manifest the very thing you want to manifest. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is how manifestation works. It's not mantras, it's not burning sage, it's internal, external, exothermic, endothermic, masculine, feminine principle paired with emotions and perceptions. You see that right there? That was good. I like that. Okay. So, playful. You need to have some fun, but not at the expense of other people. You need to have some fun as you begin creating. Enter into a childlike state of creation. Remember when you were a kid, if you were ever allowed, I wasn't allowed in the mud. I wasn't. I wasn't allowed in the mud, but you know, I would still do it. Right. Do it again in Spanish. Órale pues. No me gusta. No me gusta, señor. No me gusta. Sometimes I'm fluent AF in Espanol. Most times I'm not. I have to be really angry. Really angry to be fluent in Espanol. All right, take off a sock. Let me just take off the other sock. I'm getting hot. All right, here goes. Grove in reverse. You're being spat out. You're being spat out from your hiding space. This grove is some type of hiding space that you've been utilizing to hide yourself away, right? And now is not the time to hide yourself away anymore. You're being encouraged to come out completely, wholeheartedly, with no shame, no hesitation, no none of that. So your soul is basically wanting you so badly to step into your rightful place. Okay, respect. Now, whatever's being worked on, it requires mutual respect, reciprocal respect. It can't just be you respecting, it has to be reciprocal, this back and forth of being respectful with each other, right? There's something that you're wanting to change, but you cannot change it. Regardless of how alchemical you really think you are, mm, I don't want you to feel like I'm tearing you down, but I want to be honest with you. If you were as alchemical as you want to believe you are, you wouldn't be as unhappy in your life as you are right now. So that's not to say that you can't develop that skill. It is to say that, honey, I think you might be lying to yourself. I think you might be lying to yourself about the root causation of the things you suffer through, as well as the possible solutions that should be applied. I think you've been listening to people who maybe either don't have your best interests at heart, or they really just have no idea what they're talking about. There are a lot of people, especially on social media, who talk really well. But just because you talk, it doesn't mean you're full of wisdom, right? I know plenty of people in my former life who talk really well. They speak very, very well. But do they ever speak of anything that carries some type of divine substance? No. They use the words, they use the terms. They found the Kalantic Science Dictionary. I wish I was joking, but I'm not. Yeah. And that's how they sell their assumptions to other people. And these are the individuals who they don't take their own advice. They don't. They don't live by the words they publicly speak. They tell you to do that and they do something completely opposite. And then they hide how unhappy they are in their life so that you think the words they're saying has led to their happiness and their success. Those are people who have become successful through the clawing of others and climbing, stomping on, bulldozing through other people's sovereignty. What am I trying to say? Who gives a shit about those people and what they say? Listen to your higher self. Now is a time for you to really connect with your higher self, receive your intuitive guidance. I don't know the answers for you. Your answers come straight from your soul. Receive your guidance, allow yourself to travel through your thoughts and feelings, and then begin actively manifesting the changes that you want. Manifestation is not that hard. It's whatever you fixate on with your emotions amplified. That's what it is. Here, I'll show you again. Look at this picture. Manifestation. Oopsie. Sorry. I don't know what happened. There. Manifestation is whatever you fixate on at your core, projected out into your environment, and then pulled back in as confirmation. So you can confirm, reaffirm your insecurities. That's more than possible. That's something that most of us, why is this always crooked? That's something that most of us always do. Super easy to confirm your insecurities. It's just as easy to confirm your dreams, except we've listened to other people who have taught us, programmed us, coerced us into this space of believing manifesting something for yourself is wicked. It is selfish and you should not do that. And I say, why? Why? So, knowing who I am and how I am, if I manifest, if I manifest some type of business opportunity, And that business opportunity leads to tremendous financial opportunities. Um, that's amazing. And some people, many people, would be like, oh my God, Emmy only cares about money. Well, honey, if you're one of those people, what exactly have you done to change the function and economy of the world? Right? What have you done? I'll wait. Type it out. I'll wait. Explain to us while you sit on your high horse how you have single handedly begun the process of changing the world and the use of money, right? So sit down. You're a little too high for your own good. Have a seat until the world is changed, which eventually it will be changed. But until the world is changed and we no longer need money, you need to focus on money. It needs to be a part of what you are trying to create for yourself. Because these people who shame you into a space of lack of active co creation of opportunities that can stabilize you, they are the last people who will offer to help you. They are the last people who will offer to give you money out of their wallets in order for you to eat, in order for you to live in a house, even a studio, right? These are the same people who have no problem seeing someone who is homeless, suffering, struggling, and not only ignoring the suffering, but having the audacity to have this assumption they're just lazy. Those are the last people you need to be listening to. I tell you right now. The very last people that you should listen to. Mhm. Those are the last people. You need to begin creating opportunities for yourself to re-enter into a space of financial stability. That does not mean I am encouraging you to use people, take advantage of people, or be, any type of negative, wicked. No, you're capable of creating financial opportunities in a very integrity filled manner. Okay. You absolutely are. I do that all the time. I create opportunities for myself to seek even deeper stability so that I can help even more people. There is nothing wicked about stabilizing yourself so that you can help others. And most of you who share space with me are just like me. You want and need stability so that you can better focus on helping other people. Those people who accuse you of being selfish and greedy because you want stability. Wow. I mean, unless they're using a large portion of their income to help other people, they really can't speak. They really, really can't speak. They can't. You shouldn't be listening to them. You shouldn't be in earshot of them. Okay? Seek out stability. I know you want to help other people. You can't do that until you yourself are stable. You don't have to be in the lap of luxury to begin helping, but you have to be in a space where you're not worried to the utmost degree of becoming homeless in the next 2 weeks. Too many of us are at that space where 2 weeks from now, rent is due. You don't know where the hell you're going to get rent. Oh my God. You can't help anyone if you're in the same position they're in. So allow for the change. Allow for yourself to be centered within your truth. Allow for your stabilization to be your priority. Again, we're not talking about becoming a millionaire. I don't need to be a millionaire to be stable. Back when I was a transient for like 2, 3 years, I was a transient. Okay. And I was live streaming through this entire time, and everyone who knew me knew, if you need something, if you need help, I'm the one you call. Message me. I'll figure out a way to make it happen. I was bringing in a considerable income. All of that was going towards helping other people because I went ahead and created a budget. My big ass family, all we needed was $500 a month to survive. Everything I made in excess of $500 went to everyone else. I was a transient, AKA homeless, a roving homeless person. That's what a transient is. And I allowed myself to exist in that space for 2 to 3 years because I listened to these people. I let them convince me I didn't deserve to be taken care of by my own gifts, that my existence meant my martyrdom. So tell me, or rather ask me, where were those people when my brother was dying and I needed to raise money fast? Where were those people when I made it known that I have a stalker in Switzerland that's threatening to kill me and I need to take legal action in Switzerland and I need to raise money fast? Where were those people? They were gone the moment I began to understand my worth many years ago. Those same people who so publicly, oh my God, I love you, Emmy. You love the benefit of Emmy. You don't love Emmy. You love the benefit. There are still benefits for people who love me. It's not at the expense of my martyrdom. I will never martyr myself again. No. I will never martyr myself again. Not quietly, not publicly, not none of that. I will never listen to those type of people again. And I will speak so loud about how you shouldn't do the same thing I did. But I understand if you need to learn firsthand experience. The people who have the most to say to criticize you are the last people you will find supporting you when you need it the most. So their words should fall on deaf ears. You need to close your eyes and your ears to that type of manipulation. Those are people who need you to feel less than what you actually are so that they don't feel as bad being in your presence. And that's the thing. That's why they do that. They have their own issues that they're dealing with. Do not adopt their issues as your own. I'm not trying to say they're bad people. They do shitty things. Don't get me wrong. I have a very clear understanding. Their behavior is beyond shitty. I'm not saying they're bad people because not all of them are. They're going through their own thing, and it's not your job. It is not your obligation to be their therapist. I mean, unless you're licensed and being paid for that. At which point, I'm pretty sure you're not going to be watching a tarot video on YouTube to help you figure out how to assist your patient, right? I would like to think that if you are licensed in that capacity, you would be referencing medical journals. So I'm just saying, you're probably here because it's your personal life, and your personal life requires very divine type of perception. You have to begin seeing yourself as a divine being that you are. Fertility in reverse. So for many of you, you've allowed whoever this is, whatever this is, to really block your ability to create, right? So fertility and spring is about growth, creation, abundance. And then the alchemy of it all, it's also upside down, right? Well, here's the thing. You're about to enter into a space of prosperity, but the precursor for that is respect. You have to allow yourself to enter into spaces where there is respect, right? Respect is not about catering to someone. It's about understanding we each have different needs, different perception, right? And not allowing someone else's needs or perceptions to manipulate us into making ourselves smaller or perceive ourselves as less worthy. right? So the only people that I allow in my space are people that I believe is my equal, all of you guys. The moment you start to get into some type of pissing contest with me, you want to prove you're that much more, you're dismissed. I'm not joking. You're dismissed. You go ahead and you do that. Fight with me in your head somewhere else. I don't have space for that here. I have a lack of desire to be in that type of energetic presence. You go ahead and you do that somewhere else. Oh, it's because Emmy's jealous. Sure, yes. But if you could scoot over, take 3 steps to the left because you're in my space right now. You do that over there. Over there, that's where you go do that. Wherever the hell you want to go, that's where you go do that, not here. Okay? You can have that argument in your head about how I'm jealous and you're more powerful and all of that. Yes, sure. Sure. You go do that. I'm not going to stop you from doing that. I'm not even going to chime in, but just scoot the F over. You're in my space. You don't have to be apologetic for understanding that your space is sacred. You literally don't have to apologize. You don't. Why would you have to apologize for understanding your space is sacred? Especially you who welcomes others, who cares so deeply about how others perceive you. Stop believing the people who don't even know themselves. If they don't have the skills to understand themselves and their wounds that cause them to lash out and project onto other people, honey, I promise you, they don't have the capacity to even begin understanding you. And that's what I learned. I was allowing the people who lacked the ability to begin the process of understanding themselves to dictate to me who I am. Never again. It's okay for me to go through these periods where I don't know who I am. I'm actually in one of those periods right now. I don't quite know who I am right now. I don't quite know which direction I'm supposed to go. I just know I'm supposed to continue allowing the mini fall after mini fall after controlled fall after controlled fall. That's called walking. I'm allowing myself to continue walking, and everything will make sense. Because if my confusion comes from this space of being in shadow and not being able to clearly see, therefore not having clear perception, I must continue to walk, not run, but walk with intention in any direction and know beyond a shadow of a doubt, I will enter into my light once again. And as I enter into my light, I will begin to gain clarity on what I'm supposed to do in this moment, and possibly how what I do in this moment leads to the next moment and the next moment and the next moment, which then leads to this greater picture of what I've seen my entire life. A grand stage with many to witness me. I don't know what for. I don't know what I'm going to be saying, but I do know that is a part of my life that I will eventually live when I'm ready for it. And it's not my job to rush myself or force myself. It's my job to be fully present in every single cycle and stage that helps to prepare me to be ready to speak globally. You see how that works? It's just this thing of like letting yourself be in your process, understanding there are things you don't understand yet because you don't have yet the life experience to understand it to the degree that you want. But you will if you keep going. You will if you keep going. I was gone for a few days because I was realizing, I was processing the demonic long game that's being played out right now. And how that long game is designed to negatively impact me and the work that I do. Remember at the beginning of this, I said to find your rebellion. Allow me to allow you to witness my rebellion. I run an academy. It's called K33 Academy. You can find it at k33academy.com. I can teach you how to empower yourself to the degree that you will forever change your life and the way you live it. You will feel very empowered. You will cultivate your gifts, and I can teach you how to do that. Whether you realize whether or not you have gifts, whether you have ever experienced any of your gifts, it doesn't even matter if you've never, ever, ever read a single book on energy or spirituality. I can teach you to tap into your highest potential, and it will change your life. You can ask any of my students. And as part of my rebellion, my academy will never shut down. And when I'm ready, it will be the largest virtual academy globally. Mhm. That's part of how I'm going to change the world. Continue your long game, because I'm not playing a game. Whatever is attempted will be used as fuel for my rise, fuel for my expansion. If you do not want me to reach whatever predestined place I was designed to reach, allow me to stagnate. Stop challenging me. Stop trying to shut me down. Because you know what happens every time you try. I become louder and more visible. I become less bashful. And that's how you guys have to be. That's exactly how you have to be. That every time something in your life challenges you, invites you to give up on yourself, dig deep and find that rebellion. Rebel against it like you've never rebelled in your life. I need to talk about my academy more. I really, really do. My students who have committed to themselves have completely changed their lives. They've changed their sense of who they are, how powerful they are, what they need to do for their lives, how much in control they are of their actual life. It's okay for you to know you're powerful. It's okay for you to know you're powerful and to do something beneficial for yourself with that power. And when I say beneficial for yourself, I don't mean at the detriment of someone else. I mean something so beneficial that it not only benefits you, but everyone who witnesses you in your process of achieving it. See, I've learned long ago, anything that benefits me will also benefit all who share space with me. Because that's who I am. I'm someone who shares. I'm someone who gives freely, not to buy you, but because I want you to feel as supported by creation as I consistently do. How did I get to this place? I finally opened my eyes and realized I was already there, and I've been there this entire time. I had my eyes closed, ignoring how supported I've been my entire life. I had my eyes closed because if I kept them open, I'd see how much I was lying to myself about how loved, protected, and provided for I actually am. And no, I don't live a life of luxury. I live a real life full of beauty, full of peace, surrounded by the very people who would never allow me to sabotage myself anymore. No, no. Who wouldn't ask me or allow me to martyr myself. No. Mm-mm. You have that around you. You've pushed most of that away because you've allowed yourself to be convinced that you don't deserve any of it. That if people offer things and it comes with strings, you know what else I learned about that kind of behavior? That even if someone loves me with strings, I come equipped with scissors to cut the strings. That I can allow myself to receive and be shameless in my response when someone makes it clear their help and their love came with strings. I once had someone give me a large sum of money to help my brother, and then they threw that in my face. Why did you give that large sum? I didn't ask you to. Usually I'd be very apologetic. Like, oh my God, I'm so ungrateful. I'm so sorry. Oh no, not that time. Not that time. You know what I said? Well, I'm very sorry. I was under the impression that you were donating that money to help my brother. Had I known in advance that you were using that money as a form of prepayment for things that I probably wouldn't agree to had I known before I accepted it, I wouldn't have accepted it. But thank you so much for helping. It's a beautiful lesson for both of us to learn. No, I'm not giving you that back because that's how I help you to learn. You can't do that. You cannot offer large sums of money as prepayment for ownership over me. No. And if I give back to you, you know what I teach you? That there's no consequence to your bullshit. So what did I do? I said, thank you. I wish I had known in advance before you gave the money because I would have told you, like, no, thank you. You know how many people have done that to me since? Not a single one. Not a single one. You know why? Let me show you a visual. Something in my core changed that day. I stopped being ashamed of allowing myself to receive. Something in my core changed that day and got projected out into my external environment, which then became amplified before it re entered me to reaffirm for me. I don't have to be sorry. And because I'm not sorry, no one will be allowed to do this to me again. So, again, how many people have done that to me since that specific day? Not a single person. Not a single person, because there is no more space within my field to allow for that to occur. We give permission by ignoring the spaces where these types of situations can exist inside us. That's how we give permission for it to be done over and over and over again. So at this point, I'm like, you want to donate something, you donate something. Thank you. Truly, genuinely, thank you. You want to then come back later on and be like, hey, now you owe me. Actually, no, I don't. But thank you. I still remember the donation that you gave. I appreciate that. Thank you for your generosity. I got to go. I kid you not. It hasn't happened again. I have not had that same conversation ever again. Never again. How many times have you decided something for yourself and it continues to happen? Do you know why? You were serious when you made that decision. When you had that conversation within yourself, you were serious. Do you know why it continues to happen? Because you had that conversation intellectually. You didn't tap into the emotional aspect of it. You need both. You need the intellectual to match up with the emotional and the emotional to match up with intellectual. That takes some skill. You have the capacity to develop that skill. Emotions are the fuel for your rise. So if the emotions are still stuck in the old way of being, that's all you're going to generate and manifest, the old ways. Now I can speak about that experience very matter of fact. While it was happening, boy, oh boy, did I cry. boy, oh boy, did I get so upset with myself. Like, see, I knew it. I knew it. That's why I didn't want to ask anyone to help. I knew it. Someone would do something like this to me. And boy, oh boy, did I cry about that. And then I picked myself back up and explained to myself, I do not need to take ownership of someone else's toxicity. I asked for help, not an opportunity for people to use me, manipulate me. I need to give myself the freedom to experience this wholeheartedly, begin processing the emotions of it before I respond. And when I respond, it will be devoid of emotion because I will have used it all up for my rise. And that's exactly what I did. I allowed myself to privately feel what I felt, that sense of betrayal. And it's always that type of person that tries to come with these like very, very derogatory type statements, accusatory. And I'm so very thankful that I function the way I do, because the moment someone begins with accusatory statements is the moment I no longer consider their emotions as my responsibility. I will just be very matter of fact, and that's done. You have to allow yourself to function in the way you were designed to function. You have to. You have to. Your entire life has been this opportunity for you to learn how to cultivate and harness the very characteristics that you are designed to be able to use to facilitate your growth and advancement through your life. It's not a growth and advancement at other people's expense at all. It has nothing to do with being intentionally hurtful or harmful to other people. It has everything to do with knowing you are responsible for your own stability. Your stability is your responsibility, not someone else's. So you have to begin the process of allowing your stability to be your priority. So for those who are willing to recognize they've entered into a space of incubation and have been there for some time, and you take responsibility for that and you begin the process of hatching yourself out, by this winter, you will enter into a space of fulfillment. Amazing, beautiful things are about to happen for you. Amazing, beautiful things are about to happen for you. Will you do it? Or will you shrink yourself back into this space of like, well, I don't know. I mean, Emmy's just nice. She just says nice things to people. I promise you. I promise you. I am a nice person, but I don't say nice things just to be nice. Like, I better actually feel it, or I'm not saying it, because I promise you, if I don't like you, I will tell you flat out to your face, looking you in the eyes, honey, I don't even like you. What the fuck are you talking about? Yep, no, yep. I have Asperger's. I can't fake social settings. I'm not joking. I can't fake stuff in social settings. It's impossible for me to do it. Why do you think I tell you guys, like, in real life, I don't really talk much to people, especially strangers, because I can't. I am the person who'll be like, ooh, your energy's nasty. And then I'll realize after I say, like, did I say that out loud? There have been times where I've been like, "Oh, what a bitch." And then my husband's like, "Oh, you're talking out loud." I'm like, "No, I wasn't. Dude, you just called her a bitch." But it's true though. You can't tell me you're not thinking the same that I'm thinking. It's true. So I've learned to just not say anything, just like, I can't. I can't fake it. All right. So, Six of Cups, happy house, childhood memories. Your childhood dream is about to come true. Whatever that was, it's something where it created a sense of peace and happiness within you. That type of thing, that feeling, that fulfillment is what's waiting to happen for you. And see, y'all are laughing, but you know it's true. Y'all know it's true. That's kind of just, I can't help it. I'm not trying to be mean. I promise I'm not trying to be mean or use someone as a butt of my joke. I just things come out my mouth and I don't know until after it's come out my mouth and then my husband's just like, "You're talking out loud." Queen of Wands, positive, fiery, outspoken. Allow yourself to step into that royal manifestation seat. Sit in that beautiful throne space, right? Where you are in control of what's being manifested. The Hierophant, marriage, government, public company, body, corporate, official building, official situation. Ooh. Okay. You guys, I need your help to like thoroughly manifest this. Okay. I need your help to thoroughly manifest this. Do me a favor. So, ooh, my forehead looks extra. Okay. Think to yourself, visualize an investor coming to approaching Soulwork Synergistics so that they can help us to manufacture the breads. I want a small manufacturer that can handle larger orders, but I want them to still be small so that way we can ensure the integrity of the production. See this investor coming up to us and kind of just reaching out and like, "Hi, I've seen and I've tasted, and I would like to talk to you about becoming a silent investor." I feel it. Just see it, you guys, see it. So then, you know, um, once that happens, we can begin generating enough income being in grocery stores that we can begin diverting some of those funds, not just to really launch our sovereign empowerment initiative, those are free programs, but to also begin purchasing the materials for the Soul Sanctuary campus. I don't know if I announced it. We have secured 35 acres. Did you guys know that? Did you guys know that we have the land already? We just don't have the things that are necessary in place to begin building on the land. We have the land. Mhm. So, see it, see contracts being signed. I can see it. Ooh, I see this pen. It's a Mont Blanc. Hold on. I'll show you what it looks like. Where it's silver. It's like this. It's very. Oh, I can't freaking. I'll show you guys. Oh my god, that's such a ridiculous price. This is a visual that I see. Okay, I will share this. Okay, you guys, I'm ridiculous. It's not my pen, okay? Don't It's not my pen, but this is what I see when I think of it. This is what I see. Hold on. Let me wait. There. You see that? That's the pen. I would love a pen like that. I don't know about the price. I'm telling you guys, y'all are lucky. My husband's lucky. I'm not a bougie ass person. I'm just not bougie like that. I'm not. Y'all better pray I never enter into my bougie stage because the other pen that I wanted was like, I think 450. It's like, no, 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 no. No, 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 no. But visualize that pen being used by the investor. I mean, really, what level of investment would that person be at using a Mont Blanc to sign contracts? That would be amazing. That would be amazing. And of course, I would pretty much all go to Soulwork Synergistics. Yep. It would be amazing to be able to progress very quickly. So, official situation. There's an official situation that taps into a happy home, this childhood memory that you have. It's like a core memory, a core wish, desire, something like that. Ooh, this. Oh, gosh darn it. Gosh darn it. Hold on. Let me okay. Okay. Three of Swords in reverse, negative self talk, releasing pain, optimism, and forgiveness. There's this process that some of you are in where it's this thing of like, you're going beyond that moment of betrayal, right? Something, someone, whatever it is, you felt a sense of betrayal, being left behind, all of these different things. And you're moving past that now. That's good. That's very, very good. Knight of Swords in reverse, though. So, speedy situation or finish. This is something you have been working very, very hard for a prolonged period. You've been at this for quite some time. It's not something that you need to rush. It's definitely not something to rush. It's something to allow yourself to um, fully experience. Ooh, you're being tested. For some of you, this might have to do with love more than it has to do with finances. Um, we'll see how it works out. Improvements underway, feeling smug or pleased. So, an apology is coming. An apology is coming. This is something that's been long awaited. It's an apology. You've been waiting a very long time, feeling smug, right? Improvement. Be careful about feeling smug because that smugness, the energy of that, might be the very energy that pushes it away, that prevents it from actually manifesting for you. So let's see. Okay. Oh my gosh. Let's see. Card meanings. I have to find it. Okay. Wands. We're going to Wands. Let's see. 10 of Wands. Here we go. Ooh, doing it all, carrying the burden, delegation, and release. So it's like it's time for you to realize this is going to be like a group effort or um, like a effort. Releasing that sense of burden, releasing that sense of not being able to do it, that you won't have the type of cooperation that you need to get something done. Elevation of money, overseas trip, completion phases. Ooh, Wheel of Fortune. Wheel of Fortune. Really just pushing through all of these different things that you had hoped would happen for you, but then it's kind of like, oh, it's not going to happen anymore, nothing good ever happens for me. I kind of feel like sort of like knock it off, right? So good luck, karma, life cycles, destiny, a turning point. What is destined is being put into the manifestation template. So all of these things that are happening, all of these cards, it's really reiterating the same message. You're being pushed forward. Everything is about to change for your favor. Now, even if it's in your favor, if you're going to still be in that old mindset that caused you to get messed up in the first place, then it's going to be that. You have to choose to exit that. You have to. If you don't, that's up to you. But, you have the Lover's card in reverse. Self-love, disharmony, imbalance, misalignment of values. You see what I'm saying? Isn't that what I was talking about? Where if you're not going to let yourself exit out of this mindset of creating more issues, compounding problems for yourself, then that's what's going to happen. You have to enter into a space of self-love. This card, the definition of this card, it's not just pointing out, ooh, it's not just pointing out the deficits, the areas of distortion. It's also giving you a very solid solution, right? So self-love. It's about recognition of what inside you is creating the disharmony, the imbalance, and correcting that. It's not enough to know the problem. You see, that's why the world has gotten to where it is. We all know what the problem is. Ain't nobody talking about and implementing solutions. It's not enough to know the problem. It's not enough to consider solutions. You have to also implement them. Okay, you have to find the courage within yourself to implement these solutions. 10 of Pentacles, money contentment, signing of money agreement. So it's possible, that a new karmic contract is being signed with someone. Someone's going to be pushed out. Someone's going to be pushed out. These two are going to be coming together. If these two don't begin the process of coming together, there's a tower event waiting. That's not good. I don't like towers. All right. These are the last cards I'm pulling. So, unconditional love and balance, both in reverse. There were some conditions that were not okay. And yeah, that's what I was thinking of, Carmen. That's the contract. I'm telling you what I ask for. I don't ask for often. I don't ask for things often when it comes to destined plans. I kind of just try and do whatever work I can do. But when I do ask, it's something that is typically in alignment with what I'm supposed to do anyways. And so it usually will manifest. That's why I don't like to ask, because I feel like I have to earn it. I feel like I should just be given to me. I have to earn it. But that's the thing. That's That's a very distorted justification of you blocking the very support that creation is trying to give you. That's what I'm learning, right? This is, and this is the same exact lessons that I'm going through with my children right now. My kids are very, very considerate, all of them, all the way through. They don't necessarily like to ask for things or tell us when they need things. So it becomes this like, you have to tell us when you need something. You can't just like keep making do. Like, it is our job as your parent to provide for you. And these are conversations I have consistently been having with my kids, right? Where it's like, let us know if you need something. And remember, your environment, that visual that I was showing you, the very beginning, let me put it back up on the screen. My external environment, my children, are a reflection of this internal condition that's being projected out. Where did they learn that? That not asking for things? Probably from me. It's probably from me. And so now I am needing to shift internally so that they can witness that shift inside me and learn how to shift within themselves. There's a lot of progress that's been being made, where um, with every season, obviously kids grow. And so, they're letting us know like, oh, I need new snow pants. I need a new snow jacket, need no new snow boots, whatever it is that's needed. Right. So it's important for you to allow yourself to receive and not just intellectualize your excuse for not allowing the receiving. You've taken enough time out. You need to go ahead and step back in. Okay. You need to step back in and allow yourself, allow, and really just get into this space of believing what your life and the people in your life are showing you deserve. I'm not talking about the toxic people. Remember, the toxic people want to convince you don't deserve anything, right? That's a lie. That is a lie. Compassion. You need more compassion for yourself. You're very impatient with your process. Yes, you're very free spirited, but at the same time, it's like that wildfire nature you have is also burning the parts of you that help you to anchor into what you are doing. You are developing a cosmic connection. That's an old cosmic connection that existed once upon a time, and it was shifted for whatever reason, right? When that old cosmic connection faltered, you stopped moving forward. Maybe intellectually, you kept moving forward. Emotionally, it stunted you. So now is a time to revisit what happened, whatever it is that happened. Golden Crown, because of that shutting down, you began refusing a lot of this information and guidance from soul. You have the integrity. You don't have to block yourself from doing this or receiving this. You operate with a space of compassion and integrity, and the compassion for others goes very, very far for you. You just have to be patient with yourself. You have to allow yourself to go through whatever the process is to begin gaining further clarity on what you need to do. Okay. This is all good stuff. These changes, they're occurring. You have to allow them. Ask your higher self to allow for the things you're ready to have. Ask those things to be brought to you, right? Not that, oh, higher self, please let me chase these things out. No. Higher self, if you could kindly deliver this to my doorstep, please bring it to me. Please prepare me so that I can be ready to receive. Please place the pen in my hand so that I can sign for this package and receive it properly, right? Really giving yourself the permission and the space to receive what is rightfully yours. Everything is about to change for your favor. Allow it. Allow it. You deserve it and you're ready. So, guys, I hope you liked today's reading. I should be going live later today to do expedite, energy work, a whole bunch of different stuff. Look for me 4:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. I'll see you guys then. Please give this video a thumbs up. If you haven't already subscribed, please do subscribe, turn on that notification bell, and join me here every day, 7 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. I get back on track, I promise. 7 a.m. Pacific Standard Time for church. I'll see you guys. Bye.